Okay, so last week I did a super cool video on a beginner's guide to cultural anthropology. If you're interested, I'll have it linked, but let's be honest. That's not why you're here today. You're here to learn about what ethnocentrism is. I'm gonna start with the basic definition that you would look up and then break it down in two examples. One smaller scale, one bigger scale. So the Google definition that you're gonna find is this: evaluation of other cultures according to preconceptions originating in the standards and customs of one's own culture. Basically what that means, if I'm gonna translate it into some English here, is that you're seeing your culture as the more correct way of life. What it says here in not so many words is that there's a big comparison happening. You're saying that your culture is better than other cultures because of the standards that you understand as normal set forth by your culture or where you live. So now I'm going to give you some examples as to why ethnocentrism isn't really a good thing. First, with a smaller scale example. Asian cultures around the world are known for using chopsticks, and where I live in the United States, we use forks, knives, spoons for meals, different meals. Yeah. Now in the grand scheme of things, this doesn't really matter. We eat our food with different utensils, so what? But the moment that ethnocentrism comes into the picture is when you decide to say, oh, it's more proper or more natural or makes more sense to use a fork for this and not a chopstick for this, or vice versa. Oh, it's more correct to use a chopstick for this meal. So now let's talk about the bigger example. That's probably the most applicable and most people have heard of. So any World War II history fanatics out there, I'm sure, or just anyone, is probably familiar with the persecution of the Jews by Hitler during World War II. Now, this is widely accepted as wrong, hopefully should absolutely never happen again with different people or different cultures. But the reason that this is ethnocentrism is because Hitler decided that his Nazi race was better than the Jewish people. He decided that because his way of life or his genetic information was more natural, it was okay for him to carry out mass executions of people who were less than him. This example of ethnocentrism is extremely important because you not only see ethnocentrism happening in a particular community, but you're seeing someone do something about it, and that is no-go, very bad. You do not want to say my culture is better than yours, therefore let me do this to you, or decide that I'm better than you, or take your land, take your whatever. That's just not okay. So I hope these two examples on the smaller scale and the larger scale were helpful in your understanding of what ethnocentrism really is. If you have any other examples that you would like to share with me, or any books, or honestly any recommendation in the world, please let me know, because I love educating myself. The whole reason I do this is to educate other people. So with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day and staying safe during this pandemic. Happy New Year. Peace out. Bye.